Law and Order SGU, Sticky Glove Unit, SBU, Sticky Balls Unit, whatever the case, whatever television show you want to watch, the Mariners are firmly in the middle of it. Are they the protagonist? Are they the antagonist? Will they be found guilty? What will happen? We're not 100% sure yet. All I know is that while some people are outraged about it and other people maybe are rolling their eye, I find the entire thing hilarious. This is the Paul Gallant who loves to see chaos in the sport of baseball. But, I mean, how is it not funny? Take a look at the way that the Chicago White Sox broadcast handled the news that Hector Santiago had been ejected from the baseball game because something fishy was going on.
Actually, it looks like they're almost putting their finger over the eyelets of the glove, and sometimes you can raise those up and use that to make a mark on the ball that actually enhances the movement. So as you can see, the authenticator is putting it away. It'll be hermetically sealed. And they will then take a further look at it.
We have the full chain of custody right in front of us here. And so we've seen that the glove was transferred from Santiago to the umpires to the authenticator, and the Mariners will be down a player for the next 10 days in our understanding of this.
In college, you're required at some liberal arts schools, and Syracuse is a liberal arts school, to take at least one science. I took forensic science as mine. And I copied all of my friend Christina's notes and really put no effort into the class, but still found a way to, basically finagle my way to a B+, which was all that I necessarily needed. So I'm probably not the person to ask for when it comes to anything, first off, forensic related. Second off, perhaps cheating, seeing as I just made that admission on the air. But I've always gotten a kick out of chain of custody and some of the things that you will see in an actually important criminal case. Ones that involve murder, burglary, etc. This is a baseball glove that is being removed. And what's funny about this broadcast, you hear that you don't really get the same kind of comedic effect. Imagine seeing a baseball glove be placed in a trash bag and you're hearing that it's hermetically sealed. I don't think I've heard hermetically sealed ever in my life outside of maybe in Star Wars. Oh, wait, check that. That was magnetically sealed, the garbage bin that they dove into on Death Star 1. I'm just laughing so hard at the idea of baseball turning this into, wow, the smoking gun. And here's the thing. This is the unfortunate part for Hector Santiago, because we heard what Scott Servais had to say about what he thinks is going to take place. He believes that this is a mixture of rosin and sweat. Here's Scott Servais talking about it after the game.
When Hector came off the mound, obviously you guys aren't here. It's about 85 to 90% humidity today with the guy sweating. He had rosin, all over himself. Phil said he thought he had some sticky stuff in his glove. When you put rosin on sweat, it gets sticky. That's why they have a rosin bag back there. So, take it from there. It goes, the glove gets sent off, and, we'll see where it goes. But, our guys are doing the right thing. They're following the rule. The umpires are trying to do the best they can in a tough situation. He thought he felt something sticky. Rosin does get sticky when you put it on sweat. So we'll wait and see what happens.
I am glad Servais brought that up. It is a difficult situation that these umpires are being placed in. And we'll see what actually takes place. Santiago said that he was told that he can't have any rosin on his, glove side hand. And that's where they found it. Here's the problem for Santiago and Servais's assessment of everything. Santiago, whether he's innocent or guilty, no matter what, he is going to be baseball's first fall guy here for this giant scandal that baseball feels like is a massive problem for the game. What is the problem actually for? Perhaps the watchability, because pitchers have gotten to a point where they are just so dominant, especially now this year where you saw all the no-hitters earlier in the year. Baseball thought to itself, you know what, that memo we sent out in March, it clearly did not have enough power. So they're going to look at Hector Santiago, and look, it took a week. It took a week for baseball to actually figure out something, or see, not even figure out. We don't even know what happened, as a couple of texters are pointing out. It took baseball a week to get to the point where they felt like they saw something sticky, saw something fishy. So whatever I think is going to be found here, as the glove is transported in a hermetically sealed trash bag up to New York, baseball's going to have to appear like they know what they're doing. And I think Santiago, regardless of what actually is on his glove, what is legal, what isn't legal, I think he is going to be found guilty. Because baseball will look bad if he is not found guilty. If all this pomp and circumstance is just to find out that it was exactly what Scott Servais said it was, baseball's not going to let you know that. Baseball wants everyone to believe that they are in firm control here. They are in charge. And they're not. And this is why I will keep saying this. In an ironic way, Rob Manfred is great for baseball. He is a lot like Vince McMahon in the WWE. He is a heel, a villain. But he, instead of being some hardo villain, is a completely incompetent villain who stumbles all over himself. And the hilarity and the chaos that he creates for his own sport along the way, and the rancor that he draws from both players and managers alike, I think it's great for the game. And while this is going to be a little bit of a black eye for the Mariners, I honestly don't think it's going to be that big of a deal because every team in baseball was doing this to some degree. The Mariners are the first one to get caught. They look a little bit bad if this actually does end up being, tested as, hey, too much sticky stuff on the glove. And I think that that's where they're going to find baseball. It's not that big of a deal to me.